Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 13 vlogs of Halloween. Today I'm coming at you. I have a top 10 horror movie killers / villains list. This is my top 10, my opinions on where they rank. You guys can comment down yours after watching the video. Just tell me who you think's number one or who deserves to be number one. But this is just my list. Starting off number 10 from The Shining, I got Jack Torrance, played by Jack Nicholson. Overall, man, this interpretation of the Stephen King book is really freaky to watch. Like, it's kind of disturbing, but I think Jack's just a great villain. He has that iconic line, "Here's Johnny," and I don't know, man. Every time I watch it, it gives you the chills. Like, it's a different interpretation, and it's very kind of disturbing. And like how he goes mad during the movie, and he keeps on getting worse and worse and worse, and he becomes this guy. Like, overall, though, I really liked it. So that's my number 10. Coming in at number 9, I got The Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. First time I ever watched that movie when I was a kid, I was legitimately terrified. I've seen some of the second one. I've never seen the third one. He's a good villain / killer, but overall, I don't think he's going to be in my upper top 10. That's why I put him at 9. Just because there's so many more villains that have better potential of being higher up, that he's at number 9. But no, man, the first time I ever watched that movie, it literally scared the life out of me trying to watch that. I was a kid and I tried to find something to watch on TV one day, and I see that because it's around Halloween time, and I just see that, and I watched it, and I had nightmares for a bit. But looking back now, it's not as scary as what it was. All right, coming in at number 8, we got Chucky.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Tell you what, man, in real life, I don't like dolls. I think they're very disturbing, and they really creep me out. So if there was like a real life Chucky or like Annabelle or something like that, then I'd be crying. But Chucky is a good villain. I haven't seen the new one with Mark Hamill as the voice, but overall, it's just a doll that comes to life and he kills everybody. But Chucky's one of the most iconic ones. A lot of people are afraid of Chucky. I personally am not afraid of the actual movies. There's a few jump scares that get me every time, but overall, though, I don't think Chucky's that scary. But I think Chucky is more of an iconic villain, so that's why he's number 8, and he's above Creeper and Jack Torrance. Coming in at number 7, we got Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We got Leatherface up in here. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a good movie. Personally, it's very disturbing what he does. Like, I would just, I don't even know. My girlfriend's mom would be terrified if this was real life. She's terrified of chainsaws, so that would not be good. But no, overall, character's good. Some of the later installments of the film is not as good as what the original is, but overall, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is up there on 7. Number 6, we got Ghostface from Scream.
What's your favorite scary movie?
The thing I like so much about this character, I like how it's not just one person. Each movie is a different person. They take on the persona of Ghostface, and this goes around and he does what he wants. And the first time I ever watched the Scream movies, I was scared. I watched it, and overall, he's a very iconic villain. He's very good. That's why I have him at number 6. But if you haven't seen any of these movies right now, I recommend them. It's spooky season. You got to go get all this stuff in while you can, because pretty soon it's going to be Thanksgiving and it's all Christmas time. So then spooky season will be gone. So watch all these movies. All right, number 5, we got Pennywise the Clown.
Hiya, Georgie.
Personally, I've never seen the entire first It all the way through. I've seen both of the new ones, like part 1 and part 2. Part 2 was a lot better than part 1. I thought part 1 was personally not that good of a movie. Part 2 was alright, but I think the overall character of Pennywise the Clown is very creepy, and Stephen King does such a great job writing these villains and these stories that it doesn't matter how the movie is. Like, the movie could be terrible, but behind the character is it's amazing. Personally, I think it's creepy how Pennywise just stays in the sewer and then lures kids in and like eats them. But when I see him get his arm ripped off in the new one, though, it was creepy. It's kind of cringy though, seeing how many teeth he has. It's like an alligator. All right, coming in at number 4. We're getting up there. We're getting to the top of the list. Number 4, we got Jigsaw. You know, if you've never seen the Saw movies, I highly recommend them. I think it's very, very cool how the Saw traps are set up. Personally, there's 2 that really stick out to me that make me cringe every time. My second one, not the highest up that cringes me, but the second one is when they have that trap on their head, but then there's 2 things in their mouth, and if they don't get it out in time, it literally splits their jaw open, and this part is back here, and then this is still right here. So that's the second one. The first one is when freaking they get the trap in their Achilles. If they don't get it out in time, it rips their Achilles out. I can't imagine that pain. Personally, I would. I don't even know. That'd be horrible. But no. Overall, Jigsaw is just an evil mastermind, and I like how he has all of his traps, and they're so like well thought out, and everything's planned. It's like a giant game, and whoever wins is good. I like all of the Saw movies. I highly recommend them. They're really, really good. So make sure you go check them out. All right, coming in. These are the top 3. These are probably the most iconic horror movie villains of all time, and I think it's very hard to not put these 3 in the top 3. But number 3, we got Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. Overall, he's just iconic, man. He got the hockey mask, he's got the machete sometimes, but then he just goes around Camp Crystal Lake and just kills people. And like, he always comes back though. And if you haven't seen the game of Friday the 13th, it came out in 2017. If you haven't seen the game, I'm actually going to do some gameplay for one of my 13 vlogs of Halloween. It'll be one of these videos, so you go see some of it. I played it last year. I didn't post it, but yeah, so that's going to be coming at you. But no, Jason's just a very iconic character, and it's very hard to not put him in the top 3 because there's a lot of movies about him. Not all of the movies are necessarily great. Like, there's a lot of misinterpretations of what the character actually should be, but I think it's cool because Jason's been scaring people for generations, and it's always going to be good. There's a lot of people who probably put him at number 1, but personally for me, it's 3. I almost put him at 2, but how can you not give 2 to Freddy Krueger? Freddy Krueger, man. Freddy Krueger is based off a true story. If you guys have time, go look it up and just read it for yourself, man. It's kind of actually very disturbing. But Freddy comes in people's dreams, and kids wake up, and teenagers wake up, and they have the freaking claw marks across them. He kills people in their sleep. And personally, Freddy Krueger is just... Freddy Krueger's... It really is a nightmare. Nightmare on Elm Street, man. But I have only seen one of them. I have not seen all of them, but I've seen clips from other interpretations of the movie or other versions of it, so I know what he's like. So basically, I put him at number 2 because you can't have him anything below top 3, and top 2 I think is where he deserves. My girlfriend would argue, and Kaylee would put him at number 1 because it's her favorite, but I personally, I had to give my number 1 to my favorite, and a lot of people agree that this should be the number 1. Michael Myers from Halloween. Basically, I've seen all of them. The first one, most iconic one, obviously it came out in 1978. I want to say 1978. But no, man, Michael Myers has been my favorite horror movie character since I was a kid. Basically, the first one's really good. I liked how they brought everything back for the newest one, which, when it comes to the timeline, I'm very glad that they disregarded everything in between the first one and the new one. Everything's all gone. It's a clean slate, because the more movies they made, the more it ruined the character, and it didn't make him as scary anymore. And like, I still watch them, and I still enjoy watching them because he's my favorite. But overall, I just like how it's a clean slate, and everything's just based off the first one. there's actually 2 more movies coming out. I think one comes out next year and one comes out in 2021. And I'm very, very excited for them. I was so excited to see the one that came out last year, 2018. But, man, if you have not seen them, I highly recommend them. They're really good horror movies. If you're a horror movie fan, and you should go watch them. So, this was my top 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want me to do more top 10s later on after the 13 vlogs of Halloween, let me know. I can do that. I can do many, many more. Just comment down below what you want to see. I hope you guys stay tuned for the rest of 13 vlogs of Halloween, because there's just a lot of creative videos that I've been doing, and I've been just working and grinding for you guys, and I just hope you guys enjoy this. Tell everybody you know about the channel. Come subscribe. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications, because you're not going to miss anything I come at you. Make sure you give a like, and I will see you guys in the next 13 vlogs of Halloween.